It's Kaufman is Alive. I look at comic books new and old. Welcome to the New Comic Show, where I'm looking at all the new comics I picked up at the comic book shop this week. It was a big week this week. A lot of hype surrounding Deadpool Batman #1, obviously. The first Marvel DC crossover in over 20 years. So I was really excited about this. I was able to get my local shop to hold the Ryan Stegman variant cover for me, which is great. This is an homage to the Todd McFarlane Hulk cover with Wolverine on it. The clerk at my shop, she said that these covers were flying off the shelf immediately. They almost immediately sold out of this cover. So I'm really glad they held one for me. I was really happy about that. Love my local comic shop. Shout out Comic Carnival. But interesting, there's a Deadpool Batman crossover. We've got Deadpool Wolverine in an ongoing series at Marvel right now. But a lot more hype surrounding this Deadpool Batman. And strangely enough, there's a Batman Wolverine mashup amalgam character who is introduced at the end of this book here. I was spoiled that by Ryan Stegman on his Twitter, which is Ryan Stegman is the main artist on that backup story at the end. There's actually multiple stories in this. There's the main story, obviously, with Batman and Deadpool. But we've also got Captain America and Wonder Woman, Jeff and Crypto, Daredevil, Green Arrow, Rocket Raccoon and Green Lantern, Old Man Logan, and Batman The Dark Knight Returns. And the final story, which, like I was saying, is a mashup, an amalgam character between Batman, Wolverine and Lobo. So we get a mashup character here at the end called Logo, which I'll show you here at the end. Definitely not as cool as Dark Claw, the Batman Wolverine amalgam character, but kind of a funny concept. I wonder if this is just a joke for this issue, or are we actually going to get some Logo stories? Guess we'll see here. So Ryan Stegman does the artwork on there. He's the guy on the cover as well who did this homage. There was some controversy with Greg Capullo's former colorist, who either quit or got fired while Capullo was doing the Wolverine Red Band book over at Marvel. And so he's got Alex Sinclair doing the colors here. That's the guy who usually does Jim Lee's colors, and this really makes this look like a Jim Lee book with the colors. Almost has a kind of early 2000s feel to the colors. I don't like them too much. I mean, they are sort of flat and saturated, though. I do like that, and there's some really dark inks as well in this book. I really like this panel. This whole page here looks really cool. We kind of get the first big splash page here, the big meeting between Deadpool and Batman. Welcome to Gotham, he says. And we got Commissioner Gordon here. There's the Batmobile. Deadpool gets to ride in the Batmobile. Looks like he says, "Sorry, buddy, a job's a job." Looks like he's been hired to take out Batman, possibly by the Joker, most likely. He's given Deadpool some really big ears. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but I don't know if Deadpool usually, his ears stick out that much, but Joker's got that shaved head look there. Very modern look for the Joker. So it looks like the story here is basically, and I could be wrong because, like I said, I have not read this yet, that Joker's hired Deadpool to capture Batman, and probably by the end, we see Deadpool either convinced or he convinces himself that he needs to help Batman, and they're able to stop the Joker there. So we've got Chip Zdarsky doing the writing on this Wonder Woman Captain America short story, and Terry Dodson doing the pencils. Great artist here, some really awesome artwork in here on that story. And we've got the Jeff the Shark and Crypto short story here. Guri Hero is doing the artwork on this one. And here's the Green Arrow and Daredevil story. Some really awesome looking artwork on here. This is Kevin Smith doing the writing. Yeah, that's the director, Kevin Smith. And Adam Kubert doing the artwork on here. So some awesome artwork by Adam Kubert. Love this double splash page. I think this is actually my favorite page of the entire book so far that I've seen from any of the stories. Would have loved to have seen Kubert or Stegman do the main story. I mean, Greg Capullo's an awesome choice as well. I would love to have seen any of these artists do a Batman Deadpool story, to be honest with you. Some great pages here by Adam Kubert. Still doing great work. It's kind of interesting to me. You get these guys like Adam Kubert or Greg Capullo who've been around for 30 years, and they were kicking ass and doing the best work back in the 90s. And here we are in 2025. And in my opinion, they're still doing the best work. We got Showdown. This is one I was kind of looking forward to. Frank Miller doing the writing and artwork on here. And they got Alex Sinclair doing the colors. But this is Old Man Logan with a showdown with the Dark Knight Returns Batman, the Frank Miller Batman here. And Frank Miller's got a very kind of abstract style that he uses these days. Obviously, he doesn't have quite as much control over the pencil maybe as he used to. He's not a young man anymore. But this is a very short story. Just some cool Frank Miller artwork. It's just so different. I mean, honestly, I don't think a lot of artists could probably get away with this type of style. But Frank Miller's built up such a cachet. He's such a legendary creator. He's able to get away with it. I love the big old fart sound effect there. So that's an interesting one that got put in here. I was kind of surprised to see that. We get some ads, and then we get the logo story, the Logan Lobo mashup character here. So, again, Ryan Stegman is doing the artwork on this one. Wonder if we'll see logo again. Made in Canada. I like that. That's funny. So that was Deadpool Batman #1. I'll definitely read this whole thing, all the short stories and the main story, and give you guys a proper review on that. Went almost 10 minutes just talking exclusively about that comic, so let's move on to some of the other stuff that I picked up this week. Got Deadpool Wolverine #9, another Deadpool team-up book. This is an ongoing series. Great cover by Ryan this is not Ryan Stegman, I'm sorry. This is Joshua Cassera doing the artwork on this one. Love that cover. And I've done reviews of every issue so far of Deadpool Wolverine. Just last week did issue 8 that came out last month. So go check that one out. We saw Strife turn Wolverine into this giant hulking Wolverine figure here. And as you can see, it's actually Apocalypse who's taken over the mind and body of Strife. So it's actually Apocalypse. Nick Fury's there. We've got Deadpool and Maverick. They're actually under mind control of this director Talon, who's the director of the One organization that's trying to control all the mutants on planet Earth here. Great artwork in this entire series. Really love Joshua Cassera's artwork. This is Robert Guild. He's a fill-in artist, however, on this issue. And you really can't tell the difference between his artwork and Joshua Cassera. It's right up there with Cassera's artwork. He's drawing these characters looking pretty much identical. So some good consistency, even though we've got a separate artist on this issue. And again, lots of Deadpool, Wolverine team-ups going on right now. Wolverine became kind of a major factor in that Deadpool Batman book by the end of it. There's a Wolverine Batman story and then that Wolverine mashup. So we're probably going to start seeing a lot more Marvel DC crossovers, I would imagine. I'd heard a rumor they're just about to announce Superman, Spider-Man for next year, which will be huge. That will probably be bigger than Deadpool, Batman. So this is to be concluded, I just noticed. So finally, after 10 issues, we're going to get the conclusion to this story. I hope this series continues, but I kind of get the feeling issue 10 might be the end. I hope not. I've really enjoyed Deadpool Wolverine. And we got the Ultimates number 16. This is written by Dennis Camp, and we've got Juan Frigeri doing the artwork here. I've actually already seen some other commenters talking about this issue, said it was a really good issue. So I'm looking forward to reading it. I've done reviews of Ultimates, most every single issue. I'm actually a couple months behind on reading Ultimates. I've picked up the most recent issues. I just have not gotten around to reading them yet. I've got so much on my plate right now. So I might do a review coming up here soon, covering the past 2 issues of Ultimates and this issue as well. Maybe knock all 3 out at once. But I like this series a lot. Basically, obviously, it's kind of the Avengers of the Ultimate Universe. Some crazy stuff going on here. People getting murdered. Does not look for the faint of heart. And this is not even a Red Band comic. This is a $4.99 book, Ultimates number 16. Then I picked up Superman number 7, Superman Man of Steel number 70. This was actually free, which is why I picked it up. They had some free comics at the register. Louise Simonson is the writer on this issue. Scott Eaton is doing the artwork. I think I have an issue of Adventures of Superman that takes place right before this, where Superman's battling Scorn. So that's why I picked this one up, because I think it continues right out of another issue that I have. So, and I always loved the electric blue Superman. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I thought he was pretty cool. And I picked up a Superman number 11 here and a Zatanna Justice League Watchtower Security Access card. I think now I've got all the Justice League cards, all the team members. DC's been released these ones when they started the DC All In. They put out these cards, so I just think they're kind of cool collectibles. And Superman number 11 here, Absolute Superman, got Jason Aaron doing the writing and Carmine Di Giamonzino doing the artwork here. And I really like the artwork flipping through this, which is kind of why I picked it up. A lot of this stuff looks really cool, really detailed. And I was considering dropping this book. I really wasn't into the storyline that seemed to be happening with Superman joining the Omega Men. Just seemed a bit too generic. But one of my buddies on YouTube, Mike's Total Dragon channel, said he really loved this issue. So I decided to give this another shot and decided not to drop this book just yet. And like I said, I did flip through it in the shop, and I thought this artwork was pretty awesome. Wherever the story was in the past few issues, it looks like it's going in a new direction here, in a pretty interesting direction, with Brainiac finally becoming a main player in this series. So Again, was on the fence about dropping this book, but I think I'm going to keep going on it. I've been collecting every single issue, so might as well keep the run going on Absolute Superman and Absolute Batman, which I've also been collecting. And I've been posting videos, doing reviews on all those issues, so go check those out. I was a big fan of the early issues of Absolute Superman that took place on Krypton. And it looks like some of the story here might be having something to do with Krypton, maybe some flashbacks. So I'm going to stick it out, keep going on Absolute Superman. Final issue I picked up this week was Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 5. It's written by Robert Kirkman, and we got Ryan Otley doing the artwork here. I thought the previous issue, issue 4, was my favorite one so far. We didn't get a look at Juggernaut here, but finally we get a... Oh, this is Juggernaut, and this is Colossus. So there you go. Using X-Men names, I think that's kind of a homage to the X-Men, using the names Colossus and Juggernaut for these guys. That didn't really click for me at first. In my last video, like right as I was saying it, I was saying maybe they should come up with some more original names. I was like, oh wait, those are 2 X-Men names. They had to have done that on purpose. So now I like it. I've totally changed my mind. But Battle Beast and his little sidekick Prince Salaka here were about to invade the Juggernaut's castle at the end of the previous issue. So it looks like they're entering the castle here. Looks like kind of a slow-moving issue, perhaps, but really love Ryan Otley's artwork. The 2 Ryans, Ryan Otley, Ryan Stegman, 2 of my favorites. I definitely recommend checking out Battle Beast. One of the best comics going, and it does continue right out of Invincible. So if you're a fan of Invincible, you've been jonesing for new Invincible stories, Battle Beast will give you your fix. And that's all I got for this week. Let me know what you guys picked up at the comic book shop. Did you pick up any back issues? You get any cool free stuff? Did you pick up Deadpool Batman? Let me know what variant cover you picked up. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Go read comics.